The top 4 1-cent Lincoln penny coins back-end index pointing down. Welcome back to the channel, Party Popper. Today, we're going to explore the top 4 most valuable 1-cent Lincoln penny coins on the market. These include some of the rarest error pennies, often found in dirty conditions, along with unique copper shades and even fascinating color variations that have turned ordinary-looking pennies into highly sought-after collectibles. These Lincoln pennies are not just small change. They are rare treasures, important pieces of American history, and some of the most valuable coins that collectors and investors are hunting today. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or someone who appreciates the beauty and significance of U.S. currency, this video is definitely for you. Backhand index pointing right. Let's get started with coin number 1. The story of the 2009 Lincoln 1-cent coin with the D mint mark is unlike any other in American coinage history because it is not simply a piece of copper struck for circulation. It is a living monument in miniature, a symbol of legacy, artistry, and hidden value. The year 2009 marked the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and the U.S. Mint honored him with a special series of designs never seen before. Among those, the Denver Mint pieces struck in copper hold a mystique that collectors whisper about. Some of these coins, especially those in darker, age condition, what you call darty condition, carry with them a magic far beyond their tiny face value. To the untrained eye, they might look like just another penny, but to a collector, they are a golden key to unimaginable fortune. What makes this particular coin so magnetic is the unusual combination of historical weight and production rarity. While billions of pennies roll out of the mint each year, very few of the 2009 D. Lincoln cents survive in the kind of untouched copper finish or naturally darkened tone that makes them stand apart. A collector doesn't just buy a coin, they buy a piece of history. And when history is fused with scarcity, the market begins to buzz with energy. That energy can drive even a humble cent into the territory of millions, because there are always those who will pay anything to possess what others cannot. Consider the very nature of Lincoln's image. For over a century, his face has looked back at Americans from their smallest coin. Yet in 2009, the designs told his life story. From the log cabin of his birth to professional life in Illinois, his presidency, and his enduring national memorial. Owning a 2009 D copper cent is like holding a miniature biography of the nation's greatest president. That storytelling power is one of the invisible forces that turns this little disc of copper into a lightning rod for fortune. Now imagine that the coin you hold in your hand has traveled quietly through pockets, drawers, and forgotten jars for over a decade, slowly darkening, slowly becoming a relic of its own journey. To the casual observer, it looks worn, maybe even dull. But to the right buyer, that aging adds character, a patina of authenticity that no mint-fresh coin could ever match. That contrast between ordinary appearance and extraordinary value is what gives this coin the ability to transform an owner's life overnight. The beauty of coin collecting is not just about metal and numbers. It is about the stories people attach to them. The 2009 D-cent tells a story of America honoring one of its greatest leaders during a year of great change and challenge. Those who own one of these special copper coins often sense a certain aura about it, as though they are guardians of history. That aura, combined with the coin's scarcity, is what creates the feverish bidding wars that push its value into millions. Many underestimate the coin because of its humble denomination. After all, what could a single cent be worth when even a candy machine refuses it? Yet it is precisely that underestimation that gives it its hidden strength. When news spreads of a rare example selling for an unimaginable price, it shocks the world. That shockwave ignites collectors everywhere, creating a frenzy where ordinary-looking coins are suddenly scrutinized like buried treasure. The Denver Mint mark itself is another part of this puzzle. Coins marked with D have always had a certain mystique among collectors, partly because of the historical importance of the Denver Mint in America's westward story. The D is not just a letter. It is a signature heritage, an emblem that tells you this coin was born in the heart of the Rockies, stamped by machines that turn raw metal into national memory. That makes it even more magnetic to those who prize rarity. Now, consider the psychology of value. A wealthy collector is not simply buying a coin. They are buying status, proof that they alone possess what the world desperately covets. The 2009 D copper cent in rare condition becomes a jewel, a trophy, a symbol of supremacy. That psychology drives prices into the stratosphere, where a 1 cent coin becomes worth millions and where its owner becomes wealthy overnight. It is easy to dismiss such tales as exaggeration, but history has shown again and again that coins once thought ordinary can suddenly skyrocket when the world realizes their hidden scarcity. Just as the 1943 copper penny shocked collectors, so too can a 2009 D copper cent in perfect or unique condition create headlines and mint new millionaires. The darkened, aged condition only adds fuel to the fire. Collectors prize originality above all else, and when a coin carries natural toning or the whisper of history on its surface, it becomes irreplaceable. That uniqueness is what separates a coin worth a few dollars from one worth a fortune. And it is that uniqueness that allows the 2009 D to be the kind of coin that changes fortunes overnight. So if you are holding such a piece, know that you are not holding a penny. You are holding power. The kind of power that can alter your destiny, erase your worries, and elevate you to a new life in an instant. That is why you must never part with it lightly, never surrender for less than its true worth. Because the day may come when someone recognizes what you already know, that this tiny copper coin is worth more than gold, more than diamonds, more than any treasure chest locked away in legend. In the end, the 2009 D. Lincoln cent is not just about money. It is about mystery, history, and destiny. It is about the way something so small can carry so much meaning, and the way meaning itself can be transformed into unimaginable wealth. That is why this coin is spoken of in whispers, why it is hunted like buried treasure, and why it may be the one object that holds the power to change your fortune overnight. Next up, the year 2009 marked a special chapter in the history of United States coinage, especially for the Lincoln cent. This was not just another year of penny production. It was a celebration of Abraham Lincoln's bicentennial birth anniversary and the centennial of the beloved Lincoln cent, first minted in 1909. Collectors across the globe instantly recognized that these coins, particularly those without a mint mark, held a special charm. The no-mint mark 2009 Lincoln cent in copper, even in dark or circulated condition, stands as a whisper from history. A tiny coin with the ability to change the destiny of anyone fortunate enough to uncover its true worth. When you hold one of these 2009 no-mint mark copper Lincoln pennies, you are not merely holding a piece of small change. You are holding a tribute to the 16th President of the United States, a leader whose life and vision shaped the nation. These coins are not ordinary because they were struck in limited designs to commemorate different stages of Lincoln's life: his humble log cabin beginnings, his early years of education, his professional life as a lawyer, and finally his presidential service in Washington, D.C. The artistry and symbolism on these coins make them more than monetary units. They are national treasures in miniature form. Now imagine finding one of these coins struck in pure copper, a rare deviation in a time when most pennies were made from a copper-plated zinc composition. Such an error or unique strike can catapult the value of what looks like a dull, dark penny into the realm of millions. In the unpredictable world of numismatics, small minting quirks or rare survivals are what turn everyday coins into legendary fortune changers. And a 2009 no-mint mark copper penny fits into this magical category of possibility, the kind of coin collectors dream of all their lives. Even in what one might call dirty condition, these coins should never be dismissed. The surface grime, the dull tone, or the weathered look can hide a gem of staggering rarity. Coins do not need to shine to carry immense value. In fact, sometimes it is a worn and rugged look that testifies to authenticity, age, and survival against the odds. Imagine a penny that has slipped through millions of hands, traveled across towns, and still exists today as a rare variation. That penny, no matter its appearance, could be the bridge to unimaginable wealth. Numismatics has shown us time and again that the smallest details can ignite the greatest fortunes. A missing mint mark, an unusual alloy, a double die error, or a striking anomaly, all these factors can turn a coin from common to priceless. The 2009 no-mint mark copper cent is surrounded by rumors and stories of staggering sales, where collectors battle in auctions to secure the rarest of these bicentennial treasures. Some have reportedly fetched prices in the hundreds of thousands, And stories swirl those that could push into the $1 million mark. Think of the power contained in something so small. A single penny, often ignored on the sidewalk or left in a change jar, has the potential to transform lives overnight. The 2009 No Mint Mark copper cent is more than just a collectible. It is a lottery ticket from history. Except, unlike chance, it is grounded in metal, minting, and rarity. The idea that you could stumble upon one in your possession and find yourself propelled into wealth is what makes this coin so intoxicating to collectors and dreamers alike. Every coin tells a story, but not every coin can rewrite someone's future. This penny can. It is a story of survival, of special mintage, and of a once-in-a-century celebration of Lincoln's life. It represents the merging of American history, artistry, and economic intrigue all condensed into one copper disc. To sell such a coin cheaply, without understanding its full power, would be like trading away a golden key for a handful of dust. It holds within the possibility to change not just your finances, but your legacy. There are countless tales of individuals who sold coins at a fraction of their worth, only to later discover that collectors paid millions for similar pieces. The lesson here is clear. If you possess a 2009 No Mint Mark copper Lincoln cent, no matter its condition, you are holding an asset that demands patience, knowledge, and the courage to wait for the right moment. This coin is not one to be rushed into marketplace. It is one to be treasured, studied, and sold with full awareness of its immense potential. The darker the coin, the brighter the fortune it could conceal. A dirty 2009 No Mint Mark copper cent may seem like scrap metal to the untrained eye, but in the eyes of seasoned numismatists, it may be the Holy Grail. That is why such coins are carefully appraised, authenticated, and cherished, because they belong to a class of rarities that defy imagination. The idea of becoming a millionaire overnight is not a fantasy here. It is a very real possibility, rooted in the strange and wonderful world of coin collecting. What makes this even more engaging is that coins like this are not locked away in museums. They can be in your pocket, in an old drawer, or mixed among other coins in a jar passed down through generations. The thrill of discovery is alive with the 2009 Lincoln bicentennial cents, and for those rare few in copper without a mint mark, the discovery could rival the unearthing of hidden treasure. So let this coin remind us of two truths. History has value, and value often hides in plain sight. That little penny, struck in 2009, represents a convergence of past and present, of memory and fortune. It embodies Lincoln's enduring spirit and the collector's eternal hope. That greatness is not always obvious, but it is always worth the search. In the end, if you have a 2009 No Mint Mark copper Lincoln cent in dark condition, treat it not as pocket change, but as destiny disguised. It is not just a coin. It is a chance, a spark, a key to fortune. Never part with it lightly, for it carries with it the potential to turn today's ordinary life into tomorrow's extraordinary story. And that is the true magic of coins like these. They make millionaires overnight, not by luck, but by the sheer power of history resting quietly in the palm of your hand. Next up, the year 2009 stands as one of the most fascinating chapters in the long and proud history of the United States 1-cent coin, the beloved Lincoln penny. This was not just any year for the penny. It marked the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of his portrait gracing America's smallest denomination. To honor this momentous occasion, the U.S. Mint released a series of commemorative designs, each capturing a different phase of Lincoln's life. Yet, in the midst of this historic celebration, whispers grew louder about rare anomalies. Pennies struck in copper when they were expected to be zinc, pieces without mint marks, and coins that appeared in less than perfect condition but carried an aura of mystery. Among these, the 2009 Lincoln cent with no mint mark, crafted in copper, even in dirty or aged form, has captivated collectors with the possibility of unimaginable value. The no mint mark element alone adds drama to the story. Traditionally, pennies struck in Philadelphia bore no mint mark, making this detail seem ordinary at first glance. But when combined with the unusual circumstance of copper composition in an era dominated by zinc planchets, the 2009 cent transforms into a coin of legend. Collectors began speculating that certain mistakes or experimental strikes were slipped into circulation. These anomalies, they argued, were not mere accidents but powerful tokens of rarity that could be worth millions in today's market. The thought of a simple, worn copper coin from 2009 carrying the weight of fortune was almost too incredible to imagine, but it fueled a fire of coin enthusiasts everywhere. What makes the 2009 Lincoln penny even more engaging is its connection to American storytelling through design. Four unique reverse images were released that year. The log cabin of Lincoln's humble beginnings, his formative years as a rail splitter and scholar, his political rise in Illinois, and his presidency in Washington, D.C. These designs alone gave the 2009 penny historic value. But when whispers of copper strikes entered the scene, the coins were elevated beyond commemorative pieces. They became relics of myth. People began believing that among the millions minted, a tiny handful were unlike any other, carrying potential to alter someone's destiny overnight. For many collectors, the condition of a coin is everything. Pristine, mint-state examples command the highest prices at auction. Yet in the curious case of the 2009 no-mint mark copper cent, even a coin in dirty or circulated condition seemed extraordinary. Its very survival in such a state only added to its allure, as if fate had guided it through countless hands to land with the right person. Imagine pulling one from change, its edges dulled, its surface marked by time, yet secretly holding the power to make you a millionaire. That paradox, humble appearance masking priceless value, makes this coin unlike any other in American coinage. The copper composition is at the heart of this fascination. Since 1982, the U.S. Mint had switched the Lincoln cent from nearly pure copper to a mostly zinc composition, coated with a thin layer of copper. Copper pennies became a thing of the past. Thus, any genuine copper strike after 1982 was a numismatic miracle. In 2009, when millions of commemorative zinc cents were struck, rumors of stray copper planchets being used by mistake electrified the collecting world. Such errors are so rare that they defy logic, and yet, in numismatics, they represent some of the most valuable treasures ever found. Auction houses have long demonstrated that when rarity and history collide, fortunes are made. Similar off-metal errors, such as the famed 1943 copper penny or the 1944 steel cent, have sold for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. The 2009 copper cent with no mint mark, therefore, fits into this lineage of legendary coins. Its rarity is matched only by its mystique, and those who possess one hold more than a coin. They hold a piece of numismatic folklore capable of rewriting their financial future. It is this possibility of unimaginable worth that grips the imagination. Picture a coin tossed into a jar, overlooked for years, suddenly discovered and recognized as a priceless artifact. Overnight, its owner leaps from obscurity to fortune, their destiny rewritten by a piece of metal weighing less than 4 grams. This is not just currency. It is a golden key in copper disguise, a ticket to a future brighter than one could dare to dream. That is a power collectors see in the 2009 copper cent. Beyond wealth, such a coin symbolizes the endurance of Lincoln's legacy itself. Lincoln rose from dirt floor poverty to become one of history's most revered leaders. Similarly, a dirty or worn copper penny from 2009, hidden among ordinary change, could rise from obscurity to astonish the world with its unmatched value. The story of Lincoln and the story of the penny merge beautifully, humble beginnings transforming into greatness, the overlook becoming unforgettable. Collectors often speak of energy and aura surrounding rare coins. Holding such a piece is not just about its monetary worth. It is about connection to history, to rarity, and to the thrill of discovery. Imagine the shiver in your spine as you realize that what lies in your hand is no ordinary coin, but a one-in-a-million treasure. That experience cannot be bought. It can only be felt. And the 2009 no-mint mark copper penny delivers that feeling in abundance. Of course, the warning always follows. Do not let this coin slip away at a low price. Many stories exist of people who unknowingly spent rare cents at face value, never realizing they had given away a fortune. To sell such a coin casually would be to give up not only wealth, but a chance at rewriting your life. Every numismatist insists, if you find one, protect it, guard it, and only part with it when the time is right. It has the power to change your fortune overnight. In the grand tapestry of U.S. coinage, the 2009 copper cent is both a celebration and a mystery. It reminds us that history still hides surprises, that even in the 21st century, Coins of unimaginable rarity can slip into circulation and wait to be discovered. For collectors, it is the ultimate dream, an everyday object transformed into an eternal treasure. So if you ever encounter a 2009 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, struck in copper, even in a worn and dirty condition, hold it close. For what you clutch may not just be a coin, it may be a fortune, a story, a legacy. It is a reminder that greatness often hides in plain sight, waiting for a moment to reveal its unimaginable power. And should you possess one, remember, this tiny cent could be your ticket to becoming a billionaire overnight.